Hi, this is Mel from Mesa, Arizona, and today I'd like to talk to you about a tree called Quenepas, also known as Mamoncillo, or also Spanish lime. I read about this tree and I was curious about it, so I went ahead and ordered a tree. And when I first got it in, if you look at it, they have it's kind of a narrow section here, and then the leaves split off both directions, and it has another narrow section, and the leaves split off. When I first saw the leaf structure on this tree, I kind of worried me because I'm sitting there. I have a ice cream bean tree, and the leaves look identical to this type of leaf with a narrow section, and then when they split off like that. So I thought maybe they shipped me this wrong tree. So I did some research on it, and the research showed me that the leaves do look like this. So it's not related to the ice cream bean tree at all, um, but the leaves do look a lot similar to that. The has another name also called Spanish lime. Um, Spanish lime is not related to the citrus tree whatsoever, so the lime name to it kind of makes it sound like it's related to the citrus tree, but it's not related to the citrus tree. This Quenepas is actually more similar to like if you have ever tried a lychee or a longan or a rambutan. It has like a thin outer shell that you take off. I cut this around the shell here, and it's kind of a leathery shell. You can see how it's kind of leathery. You cut around it, and then this is the fruit inside. And if you look at the fruit, it does look a lot like the fruit of a longan, lychee, or a rambutan. When you take the fruit out of the inside, you just kind of suck on it and suck the fruit off of it. It's kind of like the texture of a grape. So if you had a grape or something like that you were eating, it has the texture of a grape. If you had peeled a grape. But it doesn't have a lot of fruit. I'm going to show you the seeds down here. There is kind of a, you'll see on this seed right here, this seed has, you can see kind of like a little fiber on it, and then on this seed here I've taken the fiber off, most of that fiber off, and that's what you would actually plant. So you can see it is quite a large seed compared to the size of the fruit, and so you don't get a lot of flesh, a lot of fruit on it, so that's why you just kind of sit there and suck it off and then scrape it off. So I'll plant several of these seeds from this fruit because I want to grow several trees, because now most cultivars are self-pollinating, but some of them they do have male and female trees. So to make sure that I get fruit, I want to make sure that I have both a male and a female tree. So by planting several of these trees, and I'll put them all in the same area, they'll be able to pollinate each other in case they're not a self-pollinating cultivar. Now, when I researched about this fruit, it says it needs a pH of the soil of around 5.6 to 7.8. And the soil in my area is 7.5, so I still will add a little bit of sulfur to the ground so I can bring that pH down a little bit, because when you have the right pH level, then the plants and the trees can absorb the nutrients from the soil better, so they'll be healthier and grow stronger. And this tree is kind of a slow-growing tree, so I'm going to have to wait a while. And from seed to fruit, when you plant the seed, to get a tree that'll actually produce fruit, you're probably looking at about 8 to 10 years. Now my cousin has some bigger trees that haven't fruited yet either, because his aren't that old either. But if you graft a tree from a tree that's closer to a fruiting time, you could actually probably get fruit in about 3 to 4 years. And so 3 to 4 years, it sounds like a lot better than 8 to 10 years. So we're going to try to graft some of his to mine and mine to his as mine gets bigger. Mine right now is only about 18 inches tall, so I've got a long time to wait because it is a slow growing tree. It says that as it gets bigger, it has a spreading canopy, so the canopy on the tree will spread out. It says it can adapt to poor soils, and it's salt tolerant, because our soil in our area does have salt in it. But it doesn't tolerate freezing temperatures, especially when it's younger. As it gets older and gets more mature, then it'll be able to take our freezing temperatures in our area. Now the zones where this can grow at, where you can get the Quenepas to grow at, is zones 9 through 12. Now I'm in a zone 9B, so I'm in the right climate range. I have the right soil pH, so this tree should grow fairly well here. It's actually native to the northern part of Central America and also the Caribbean. So I'm looking forward to growing this. It says that it can get up to 40 feet tall or even more. So if you're planting it, you want to make sure that you don't have any telephone wires or cable, electrical wires up above it, so that it has room to grow and get tall. But the way that most people eat them is just eating them fresh. But if you can get enough fruit off of them, you can make pies and jams and jellies out of them, and it makes really good pies, jams, and jellies. But it's known as Quenepas or Mamoncillo or Spanish lime. So if you have any questions on it, or if you've grown one of these or have eaten this fruit, you'd put it in the comments below. And appreciate if you give us a thumbs up on this video if you like it. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments and let us know if you're growing this tree, or if you would like to grow this tree and would like to learn more about it. I want to thank you for watching today, and have a great day.